All right, here we are in my kitchen at home because I wanted to share a very easy recipe for you to make a quick dinner, especially if you like things savory. This is an outstanding dinner. Easy, you can't really mess it up. We're working with chicken thighs. Get a pound and a half of skinless chicken thighs. I'm making my Spanish chicken. So these are all the ingredients that you're going to need, and it's really, you can't mess up on this because you don't really need much of anything. Get a green pepper, a tomato or two, that depends on how much you want. One onion, it can be a red onion, whatever kind of onion you prefer. Some fine chopped garlic in the jar, or you can use fresh, that's up to you. Some capers, some olives with the pits in them, I like those. And some Goya cooking wine, or you can use regular red wine, whatever you like. Now all you need is a skillet like this, cast iron skillet, or you can even do it in a regular pot, whatever you prefer. Put a little bit of olive oil in the bottom. You just chop up the green pepper. It's a rustic chop, doesn't have to be fine, just big chunks of that. Cut up an onion, big chunks of that. Keep everything just very rustic. When you're cutting up the tomatoes, I use one or two more, whatever you prefer. Just real big cuts, nothing fancy. Don't have to worry about that. Get those sauteing in the pan first before you do anything else. Then you throw your chicken thighs in there. Let it cook, let them brown up a little bit. You know, they won't brown up too much. After you get that going, olives, they go in. That's to your taste. This is going to be a little bit, like I say, savory, might even be a little salty, depending on how much you want to use. So I use a lot of olives. I throw some capers in there. Get that all going, and then top it off with a little bit of the Goya cooking wine, the red wine. This is pretty much non-alcoholic. You can use regular wine, whatever you prefer. Then you just let it go. Just let it cook. The longer it stays in there cooking, the more flavor. Oh yeah, a little garlic, I forgot that. That also to your taste, teaspoon, whatever you want to use, that's up to you. Let it just go. It'll simmer in its own juices. Your house will start smelling fantastic, and then after a while, once you've cooked it 20-25 minutes or something, you just take the lid off, and there it is. I mean, this is just jam-packed with all kinds of flavor. As you see, the tomatoes cook down. Basically, you don't even need a knife to cut through this. And then you just go over, you grab some of this. I use the Goya yellow rice. Take a little spoon of that, and then right on top of it, I like to put the chicken right on top of the rice. Get some of those olives and onions and some of that juice, and just, I mean, that is just an amazing, flavorful dish. My Spanish chicken. And it's great if you don't use it all. You can freeze it, reheat it. The great thing about chicken thighs is they don't get tough when you reheat. It's very versatile, and it is, I'm telling you, you got to try this. You can't mess it up no matter how much you throw in the ingredients. There's nothing really hard about it, and it's just a guaranteed great dish. Okay, there it is in my kitchen, my Spanish chicken.